While I would definitely say that even in India, risk management as a practice is yet to mature and come to a level where we can compare ourselves to the developed nations. But if you compare it with the SAARC countries, India as a country is definitely way ahead as compared to the rest of the geographies in SAARC. There are multiple facets to it. There are risks which are common across the world. So if you look at cyber threats, for example, that's something which is common across the globe. That's one of the risks which is arising more prominently. And I definitely do believe that this is something which is affecting business across the globe. This kind of remains common. As an example, this is just an example. And then there are risks which are regional in nature. So something that happens specifically, let's say in our country, may not necessarily affect anywhere else in the world. So there are risks which are regional and which are global. It depends on the nature of the risk and depends on the geography that you're doing business in, the nature of business that you are in, whether you are being an Indian organization, for example, are you dealing just with Indian customers or do you have customers globally? Or if you are an organization doing business primarily with India, accordingly, you get affected by events happening across the world or locally within India. Risk management is an evolved function. It's maturing in India as well. But definitely risk management is not a domain meant for the risk practitioners only. Risk management as a function is something which has to be owned and accepted by the entire business. It is not the domain of one particular department, but everybody needs to own risk. Everybody needs to understand what is not good for the business and how do you enable risk management to help you eliminating or removing, if I may say, the risks that exist to your business. CFO plays a very important role, as I would say, with some of the other key stakeholders, more so from a CFO's perspective, primarily because there are tough decisions need to be made in terms of what should be the risk appetite on a certain business decision that is being made. CFO plays a role here in terms of quantifying what is the risk, where does the buck stop, what is the appetite of the organization. Is this from a long-term perspective, a certain business decision, will it be viable from a finance or not? Pushing down the controls or processes that will enable organizations to understand and mitigate risks, CFOs play a very important role to that perspective.